I guess we continue. No.
Just load the game. Oh, this is cool. Look at the little hand.
Yeah, it's nice.
New game.
I wish women still dress like that. You might have to cut that out.
Oh, you got it? You got it?
Yeah. The carriage rumbles and bounces along the cobbles. As you approach, Paris has taken over a week to get here, even carrying just yourself and your luggage.
These dots mean there is more story ahead. Click anywhere in the text box to advance. Oh, I probably should have waited for you to finish.
Your fiance, Armand, arranged for the carriage to take you from the small village to a tavern he enjoys, called the Orphan's Feast. There he'll meet up with you. You'll likely take dinner together, and then he'll show you to your new home in Paris. For now, though, you've already finished all of your books, and Armand's letter is your only entertainment, other than staring out the window.
These buttons in the text box let you select what you'll say next. Click one.
Might as well take in the sights. Reading the letter one more time wouldn't hurt. Coachman, let's go. I don't have all day. What do you think?
Maybe we can read the letter so we know what's going on.
Oh, I think if you read the letter, that's just going to show your affection towards him. You know? It depends on. Do you want to be like a, pardon my French. Do you want to be like a rich bitch or? Or do you want to be the thoughtful? Ooh, he's so dreamy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to assume that these mean something. This choice is for characterization purposes. It will not impact your path or stats. Speak your mind.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, that's good to know. So which one?
I like the second one then, if it doesn't matter. I don't like being mean. You must have read the brief letter over 100 times, but you always found new details to puzzle over. Armand's letters were often extremely long, a habit you'd frequently tease him for in your own missives. Chérie Yvette, I know it must be sudden, but I want to invite you to live with me in Paris. Back in your provincial hometown, you were engaged to Armand before he moved north to Paris to participate in the Estates General. He dreamed of changing the country, and this was the political event of the century. You mailed love letters soaked in perfume. He replied with volumes about how much he misses you. The romance of it all helped make up for the inconvenience. Not that your parents cared much about the romance. At first, you'd been afraid to tell them their youngest daughter wanted to move far away. Instead, they nearly threw you onto the carriage to follow Armand to Paris. While you understood the significant benefits your common family would receive from the marriage into a noble one, you couldn't help but be a little annoyed at their eagerness to see you off. I can't wait for you to see it. It's unlike anything back home, a truly vital place where anyone can be anything. Je t'embrasse, Armand?
This is where your French comes in handy.
I don't know about that one. That was something you were looking forward to, a chance to something more. A chance to be something more, sorry. After all, Baroness Yvette de Marbeau has a certain ring to it.
So it will not change anything.
These are the same two options.
Okay, so we'll just say pick up the pace.
Yeah. After a quiet sigh, the coachman obediently flicks the reins, and the horses up their pace to a brisk trot. The city blurs by you as you quickly make your way towards the Orphan's Feast, the tavern where Armand said he would meet you.
Ooh.
As tired and rumpled as you are, you're glad that he arranged to meet you in a place with ample food and wine. I kind of get the feeling he's going to show us up.
Ooh.
When you arrive, the coachman helps you out of the carriage and you find yourself outside a glowing, friendly-looking tavern. The sign shows a grubby-looking child holding a plate piled with fresh bread and roasted meats.
Here goes nothing.
Inside, a woman polishing a lantern looks up at you as you enter. and her face breaks into a bright smile. Bonjour, madame, and welcome to the orphan's feast. Her eyes linger expectantly on the door for a moment before settling on you. You're suddenly reminded of how rare it is for a woman to travel by themselves.
Okay.
How may I be of service, she asks. This is my first time here. Is there anything I should know to help me find my fiance? You want the tutorial? You want to go in?
I think we should do the tutorial, right?
Yeah, probably. Don't worry. While the rest of the city can be rather cutthroat, the orphan's feast is a relaxed place for getting your feet under you. The woman puts down the lantern she was polishing. She favors you with a devious smile.
That's quite the smile.
Yeah, it is devious. Find guests worth talking to and try to say the right things to the right people. You'll never have the time to talk to everyone, so try to use your time wisely.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure that if you ask around, you'll be able to find your fiance in no time. When she puts it that way, it suddenly sounds so easy. While you only have one outfit to your name at the moment, the Orphan's Feast doesn't feel like a particularly judgmental place in terms of fashion. Your credibility won't be shifted by what you're wearing here.
Oh no, so we're gonna have to
Dress nice.
dress nice and impress people.
Mhm.
Oh man.
As long as you explore the tavern and talk to people, you should be able to find Armand soon enough. This is like getting a job in Hollywood.
Oh. This is the party map. Select a room and talk with people there. Remaining time. So I guess turns, maybe?
Yeah, so you talk to two people, maybe.
So we've already talked to her.
Mm-hmm. So there's two guys.
So I guess boom, boom.
Yeah.
Which one first?
Oh, the one that's closest that makes more sense, yeah.
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
While you search for Armand, a handsome young man approaches you. Perhaps he'll be able to help. Potential rewards, 5 to 10 credibility. Wait, does that say -5?
Yeah, -5 to +10.
Credibility, 0 to 5 peril. Oh my goodness. I guess pick conversation.
Yeah. You look around the unfamiliar tavern, trying to find Armand. Your eyes scan for his chestnut hair. Your ears strain to hear the sound of his infectious laugh. Someone clears their throat behind you.
Huh.
You turn around to find yourself face to face with an unfamiliar young man. He's well dressed and handsome enough, but it's the middle of the day, and he already smells like 2 bottles of wine.
Jeez. Pardon-moi, madame. But I can never ignore the sight of a woman in need, and you appear to be lost. May I escort you? Okay.
I'm so glad to hear that. Can you help me find my fiancé? Non, monsieur. You may not. I am fine by myself. Oh, you're so kind. Please do.
So now this choice is an easy credibility challenge, or requires an easy credibility challenge.
Mm-hmm.
This choice will increase your peril by a small amount. Is this still technically the tutorial?
I guess, right?
I don't know.
I think it is. Let's try that one.
Okay. Oh, that is not what I meant at all. And you know it, madame.
Ooh. Lost a little credibility. Oh, we thought you were single.
I see.
With a wave that is barely as polite as a decorum requires, he departs to seek the affection of a different young woman. Oh well.
Men.
Although there's new people here.
Oh, they left. The one person left.
I can't read that up there.
You have a limited amount of turns to talk at each party. Conversing in a room always costs 1 turn, so choose wisely.
Oh,
Click
okay.
anywhere to continue.
So talking to him made the other guy disappear.
I see. So this is the only people we can talk to, so guess them.
A country woman.
Now that you're more acclimated to the guests and travelers of the Orphan's Feast, you should be able to find someone that can lead you to Armand.
After hours of questioning and searching, it's late in the evening, and you've still yet to find Armand. You're not even sure why, but you feel exhausted. Who knew talking to people was such hard work?
We've talked to 2 people.
She's rich, though.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll do it.
Now that you're warmed up, this may be your chance to finally find out where Armand is. You approach a woman who has spotted glancing you away earlier. I'm looking for my fiance Armand. Have you seen him? Pardon me. Have you seen the Baron de Marlborough? My name is Yvette, and I'm looking for someone. Can you help me?
This last one?
None of them matter, I guess. It has that thing.
Speak your mind.
Yeah. She laughs nervously at your request, shifting from foot to foot. She makes small talk for a brief moment before excusing herself and disappearing into the crowd. The room appears to be emptying out.
Uh-oh.
A gentleman you remember seeing earlier walks by. He might prove a little more useful. Monsieur, a moment of your time. Have you seen my fiancé, the Baron de Marlborough? Excuse me, can you help a woman in need? Do you know a man named Armand?
How about Monsieur?
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks at you, glances over to the woman who you spoke with earlier, then quickens his pace as he walks by.
Jeez.
The room is emptying out even faster now. You manage to get the attention of another woman. Hello, could you... She doesn't even slow down before she leaves. After a third person gives you the cold shoulder, you start to wonder what happened. Are you really that out of place? Is it something about Armand? What is going on here? Still, you check around. The orphans feast one last time. There's no sign of Armand. Not even an open tab with the tavern keep. He did stand us up.
He did.
Mm-hmm. After waiting around for a few hours, you leave the orphans' feast, dragging your small mountain of luggage behind you. After all, the coach was only hired to take you to the tavern. Armand may not have been waiting for you like he said he would, but you memorized his address from all the times you wrote it on your letters to him. It's the middle of the night, but the street is still teeming with life. The light from the windows and the street lamps sparkle like stars. You're tired and your feet hurt, but still you can't help but smile. This is it. This is Paris. No matter what happens, you're still here. For a brief moment, you're not a country girl dragging luggage through the streets. You're the person you feel you are when you close your eyes, alone. You're overseeing a grand salon, surrounded by poets, musicians, scientists, philosophers, and artists. You are elegant, sophisticated, and respected.
This kind of looks like Disney art.
Kinda. You're getting close to the address. Armand never described his living conditions much, but he's the son of a baron, and his family was always well-to-do, especially compared to yours. You spent a lot of time in that carriage wondering about the home you'd spend your whole new life in. Still, you didn't expect this.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's a baron, dude. Calling the house rustic would imply that you were out in the country, not in the center of the city. The neighborhood is nice enough, but you're worried that if you breathe too hard on the building, it'll fall over. A well-kept woman in the attire of a maid opens the door and approaches you. Bonsoir. I assume you must be Madame Yvette. My name is Camille. Monsieur Armand told me to expect you.
What? Wow.
Mercy, Camille. Please take me to Armand. Is this where he lives? Oh God, the rats in there ate him, didn't they?
I'm gonna pick that one.
Impossible, madam. I've taken care of all the rats myself. Camille replies, emphasizing her point with a playful stomp on her foot. Eyeing her worn shoes, you have a feeling that rats didn't go quietly. Fine. When I'm done, Armand is simply going to wish the rats had eaten him. Thanks. Thank you, Camille. Do you think Armand is all right?
How about eating him?
Yeah. At this, Camille takes a deep, nervous breath. I'm afraid to tell you that you'll have to wait, madame. It's been days since I've seen Monsieur Armand. I was hoping that he was with you. While you're still processing this latest disappointment, Camille seems to notice your mountain of luggage. For the first time, Mon Dieu, madame, did you carry all this by yourself? You must be exhausted. She's not wrong. You're not certain how you're still upright and awake right now. I've already made up your bed, madam. Please go inside and let me take care of this. You take your diary and leave the heavy lifting to Camille. The inside of the house isn't much better than the outside. Camille keeps the place tidy, but she can only do so much. Still, you don't care about her right now. You're just happy to have a roof over your head.
I mean, it doesn't look bad
compared
to the outside.
Yeah, she's just disappointed. It's a middle-class home.
Yeah. He was hoping for a palace.
I mean, from the country, you know.
Oh, we got a thing. Home sweet home.
Nice. You flop down on a nearby couch, open your diary, and start to write. You're tired, disappointed, and perhaps abandoned, but writing things down always helps you make sense of a situation. The Orphan's Feast. Novelty lost, 0. Rewards, -5 credibility.
We did it.
I call that a day.
I guess that's her.
Mm-hmm. That's not that bad.
Oh, is that him?
No, I don't think so. Early the next morning, Camille approaches you, occasionally wringing her apron with her hand. She's obviously nervous. Madam, there's something you should know. Taking a deep breath, she continues. You're expected to attend a party the day after tomorrow, held by one Baron Maxim Termes. Armand replied to the invitation, but you were to be his date. Splendid, a party? What? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Do you know anything about this Baron Maximin? I would say the last one.
Yeah.
We're new here. I'm sorry, madam, but I don't know much. It would have been improper for me to pry into Monsieur Armand's affairs. Camille replies with a surprising earnestness. All I know is that this Baron de Termes is a very outspoken political type, always going on about constitutions and natural law. Monsieur Armand attended a lot of his salons, but never really looked happy when he came back from them. I hope that helps, madam. Well, at least I have a party to go to.
Yeah, it's that, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Camille looks visibly relieved. Parfait, if you need anything washed or prepared, just ask. Which we probably do.
Well, no, all our clothes should be clean, right? Because they were in the suitcases and stuff.
Maybe. That reminds me, Camille explains, if you're going to a party, you should probably make sure you're dressed appropriately. Fashion moves so quickly here that the people retire outfits before they're even wear out.
Wow.
At this proclamation, you can't help but notice that Camille's uniform has been repaired many, many times. Camille continues, Monsieur Armand was always going through clothes so quickly. He said that every outfit had a certain amount of novelty. Each time you wore them to a party, a novelty would go down a bit. In fact, even a little thing like wearing the same thing twice in a row could ruin the novelty out faster than you can imagine. Fortunately, he knew the most delightful clothier on Rue de Faubourg Saint-Honor. She runs a shop called Le Petit Mogul. I'll draw you some directions. Immediately, she starts sketching some directions, mostly just simple renderings of local landmarks. Le Petit Mogul is now available to visit on the Paris map. If you head out today, you should be well prepared for the party tomorrow night.
Oh boy. You've gained a level of exhaustion. Oh geez, by attending a party. Any levels of exhaustion that you have at the start of a party or rendezvous will give you a penalty towards your credibility. Worry not, for you'll discover ways to reduce your exhaustion soon. Okay. So today's 21st.
Let's explore Paris.
Okay. Explore Paris. It's this
Clothing store.
Le Petit Mogul.
That's all you can't read that.
A small shop run by the dressmaker Fatima Shenna. Spend your day here to buy and sell wardrobe items. So we have to spend an entire day here?
I guess. It's a long walk to Rue de Faubourg Saint-Honor, but the trek to the narrow street is worth it. Every block hums with vibrant energy bursting with life. Porters and social climbers wind their way through the streets, festooned with brightly colored parcels. Paris may be the city swimming in fashion and finery, but this is the source. This street is home to all the major fashion houses in this country and to the Rose Burton personal dressmaker and the Queen herself. And now you're here, back home. They sigh and dream of places like this, then quietly get back to their little lives. Not you. Your circumstances may be less ideal, but you're still here. Le Petit Mogul, you mumble to yourself, trying to make sure you remember the name of the shop. Eventually, you find a small boutique tucked between some far grander buildings. You open the door and walk into a tiny shop, which seems even smaller due to how absolutely full it is. This isn't your boutique, it's a workshop for whoever works here. Rolls of gorgeous fabric cover every available surface. A glowing smoke hangs in the air. The scent is pleasant but wholly unfamiliar. As soon as the door swings shut behind you, you hear the sudden rustling of fabric further in the store. A customer, Hamdullah, a surprisingly young voice calls out. Bonjour, madam, and welcome to Le Petit Mogul. A woman, presumably the owner, calls out to you. How may I help you?
So I guess we want the tutorial.
Yeah. No, you said no tutorial.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
You did.
Oh, man.
Her eyes light up. Madam, you have come to the right place.
Well, looks like we're going in.
Select an outfit. That's us, yeah. Well, that's too regal, dude.
Well, see, it tells you, like, minus church, military.
Oh, yeah.
Bourgeoisie.
Mm-hmm.
I love that word.
Mm-hmm.
Crown church. So here we're messing with the bourgeoisie and the revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't even afford that.
Oh, yeah.
So we can get this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can definitely afford that. Huh. I don't know, which one do you think? Because I have no idea. Let me see. This party is being held by the Revolution. They were like robes a la... Oh my goodness. Fiance? Sometimes they like robes de corps and humble caracos and skirts. Oh, okay, so you want something for the Revolution.
Yeah.
So
Like
that one, or this one would be better.
Mm-hmm. That's probably our best bet.
But it costs more too.
It's fine.
It's fine?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so just purchase, I guess. Confirm. You've just spent some of your money.
Levers?
Levers are used to buy outfits, pay servants, and more. Try to make sure you always have some on hand.
So much for the tutorial. No, we'll be fine.
So I guess you shop.
Yeah. We got 8 pounds.
I mean, there's no way they could have taught us that much, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
It's intuitive.
So that was the whole day.
You awaken to the vision of sunlight filtering through the shutters, scattering the sunbeams across this dusty bedroom. It takes a few minutes before you groggily remember the events that brought you here. You also remember that tonight you have a party to attend.
That's right.
Camille enters your bedroom, already full of cheer. Madam, when would you like to start getting ready? If this is as important as the invitation makes it seem, I should start preparing now. Not yet, Camille. I have some things that I need to take care of today.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, prepare now, I guess. That's good to hear. The preparation always seems to take all day. On days where you have a party, you won't really have time to spend exploring Paris. Once you go to your wardrobe, we can get started.
Tutorial.
Yeah. Don't worry, madam. A glamorous woman like yourself is sure to catch on quickly.
I did it right this time. Click here to go to the wardrobe. I can't even read that. I think that's the salon. Yeah, this is salon. Oh, okay, so that's okay, it's an event. Got it, I got it. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at her face.
She's happy.
Okay. Click on an outfit to select what you'll wear to the party. Provisional. So we're gonna wear this. Now that you have an outfit selected, you can click here to go to the party.
But look at the Silver Star -5 credibility. Did the other one say that? Okay, they both say that. I just wanted to
Well, that's because we're exhausted. Wait. The party is being held by revolutions. They like. Oh, okay, same thing.
Yeah, so put on the good one.
Yeah, we'll put on the good one. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like 0 across the board, pretty much, except for the military.
That's probably just like the default outfit.
Yeah. So go to the party.
Mm-hmm.
What a tutorial.
When your carriage drops you off at the party, you find yourself waiting in line for quite some time. Looking at the other guests, you wonder how ready you are for this. While trying to determine whether you're underdressed or overdressed, you pause to consider how well rested you feel. Unfortunately, you feel exhaustion set in as soon as you think of the full itinerary ahead of you. Tonight is going to be a long night. Yeah, we already knew that head.
Yeah.
You look over yourself one last time and confirm that you're wearing your robe, a la Francais, to a party being held by the Revolution. The guests approve of your outfit and your credibility has increased.
You've gained credibility. The more credibility you have, the easier it is for you to deceive someone during a credibility check. And it says 9, I think?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
With preparations like this, tonight should be largely a positive affair. While you're determining your standing in the world of fashion, you manage to overhear an interesting rumor while in line. You make a mental note of it just in case. You've gained a piece of cheap revolution of gossip. This will be useful later. Immediately upon entering the vestibule, you're greeted by a doorman holding a small ledger. While he isn't physical barring you entry, his manner certainly is.
Oh. Name, madam? I mean, we probably shouldn't use Armand.
Yeah, he hasn't even shown up in the story yet. I say we just go with our name.
Yeah. How would you say that? The cow?
Yeah, I think. The doorman looks perplexed at you for a moment, flipping through his ledger. I do not see your name here, madam.
So I guess the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is most unfortunate. The doorman replies, surprisingly disappointed. Baron de Termes was so looking forward to seeing him tonight. Please convey our deepest regrets at his absence. Is there anything I can get you?
Please convey my deepest gratitude to our host, and that I'm eager to meet him.
Ah, yes, absolutely, madame. The Baron shall hear of this quite soon.
You hear some murmurs from other guests in the vestibule. Your gratitude and enthusiasm seem to have made an impression on them, though the doorman seems rather unfazed.
Cool. Oh yeah, we're at 14 now. It's slowly going up.
Nice. Before you can ask any other questions, he bows deeply to you.
Pardon-moi, madame. Baron de Termes instructed me specifically to inform him as soon as you had arrived. We've heard so much about you. Enjoy the party. Cool. So we got 2 turns.
2 turns.
We've got this guy, these people.
And things are likely to change.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
People come and go.
So can we click on them and see who they are?
Yeah. We'll click on this guy first. That's a woman. My bad. This woman standing by herself seems quite fascinated by the host of the party, Baron Maximum de Termes. Potential rewards -10 to 10 credibility, 0 to 5 peril.
Let's see, return to party. Let's see who the other ones are.
2 guests are clearly looking for someone else at this event. Apparently, a new revolutionary figure has risen in Paris. Oh, that's winning quite a bit of favor among the more radical elements. In fact, you might even be able to meet such a person later. -10 to 5 credibility, -1 to 1 Antoine favor, 0 to 5 peril. Okay. A pair of gentlemen are huddled together, speaking in low voices about some scandalous event that took place in the countryside. That information could be useful later. Cheap church gossip. -10 to 0 credibility, or 0 to 5 peril. I don't know.
I'm thinking either the firebrands or the revolutionist.
So this one or this one?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking this one.
That one? I like that one.
So, yeah. Spend a turn doing this.
You spot two guests who are talking to each other but appear to be on the lookout for someone else. Every few moments, their conversations break off so they can collectively glance around the room. Something about them feels tense.
Is he even attending tonight? Oh, that was a woman.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I'm not gonna do the whole voice. I have no idea that we should be able to spot him quite easily. Keep on the lookout for a remarkably handsome young man with charisma, a hatred for authority, and a penchant for extreme violence. The man replies a little too loudly while he pretends to sip from a glass of wine.
Examine the others. Who are you looking for?
I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I would say the first one, I guess.
Well, that's certainly a good start. The woman admits and makes some room for you in the conversation circle. Are you looking for a Monsieur Saint Just as well? Before you can answer, her friend interrupts you. Of course she is. The maniac is the only person anyone here is talking about. A wry smile creeps across the woman's face as she pats her friend reassuringly on the arm. A maniac? Surely you're just exaggerating. I'm not. I'll concede that St. Just's a charismatic boy, that much is true. However, don't forget that he has led a student revolution at his own university. He tried to put the whole school to torch. I'm all one for building alliances, but I don't think Maximin should have invited him. The Third Estate doesn't need people like that. The woman grimaces. I hadn't heard that part. What about you? Do you think it was a right to invite St. Just?
He's not enemy. His willingness for violence lends your rhetoric weight. Of course it was. St. Jude is the most revolutionary amongst us. Bloodshed only begets bloodshed. France needs civil reform, not a civil war.
So this is like if you don't want to piss anybody off.
Mm-hmm.
This choice will increase your peril by a small amount. What is peril?
That just means danger, I guess.
The choice requires easy credibility challenge.
I mean, I think that's what we're here to do, right?
I think so.
Is to play the part.
Yeah.
So I think we do that one.
Nodding along, the older nationalist replies, so you're saying that if we let St. Just to form his own movement, we'd give the First and Second Estates an easy choice? They must either negotiate with our peaceful reforms or fight St. Just's uprising. Mulling over your point, he nods affably, but his friend is one to speak first. You're saying that the more unflinching the dire St. Just becomes, the more reasonable we seem. Maybe we should encourage him.
You gained a little favor with Louis Antoinette de Saint-Just. Don't worry, you'll meet him later. You spend a few more minutes with these guests exchanging banter and political ruminations. Eventually, with an exchange of polite nods, you part ways with your erstwhile friends in order to explore the rest of the party.
I feel like I should be like sipping tea or something.
Why?
Oh, see?
There's only one person left.
We lost that.
Mm-hmm.
And this person switched.
Mm-hmm. Maxim appears.
Let's see. A man dressed in the sober colors of a revolutionary is marching towards you, stopping occasionally to shake his hands with various like-minded people. You can surmise that this is Baron de Termes, the one who invited you and Armand here. Well, since it's the only one we can do.
Mm-hmm. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a tall, thin, dressed man in somber, serious colors. The way people are clustered around him, you get the feeling that he's quite important. He glances up from his current conversation, politely excuses himself, and approaches you.
Ah, you must be Madame de Cal. I'm going to assume that's how you pronounce that.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
I'm not sure if Armand spoke of me, but I am Baron Maximum de Termes. Right as he focuses his attention on you, you can feel everyone in the room watching you out of the corner of their eyes. His opinion must carry a great deal of weight. Uh-oh. But please let us dispense with titles. You may call me Maximum. How do you say that?
Maximin?
Maximum Min. The crowd chuckles, and you can't help but be surprised by the noble's informality. This would be downright scandalous in any other circle. The conversation in various corners of the room died down as people strained to hear your exchange with Maximin. It's great to meet the woman Armand spoke so much of. He said more about you than he did the state of the nation, and you know how much he loves that. Maximum smiles and offers a knowing wink. Now that I've seen you, I can see why he had such muddled priorities. Jeez.
You mean the guy who shadowed us? Left us,
In fact, you may both find these useful. He grabs a jumbled stack of political pamphlets off his desk and hands them to you. Discourse moves so rapidly, after all. I would hate for the two of you to have any trouble keeping up. A few voices in the crowd murmur in approval. Maximum pauses, his eyes sweeping the room for a moment. But please, I must trouble you with a question of my own. I've been told that Armand is unable to join us tonight. What has delayed him?
I'm sorry, but Armand has taken ill. Still, he said I just had to attend your party. I actually don't know, Maximum. I don't even know where he is. I think we go with the credible option.
Yeah, that seems like the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I must say, I'm surprised that Armand thinks so highly of true revolutionary minds. Murmurs of appreciation and agreement ripple through the crowd, but are quickly hushed by other guests, who are also pretending that they are not listening in. Maximum chuckles. Of course, this gathering is more of a salon than a party, but I can see why you would be confused. He reaches out and pats your hand. Please don't be embarrassed. I'm sure Armand will be able to explain the differences later when he's feeling better. Unless, of course, he's not actually sick. Uh-oh. It's been days since anyone's heard from Baron de Marbeau. Originally, I'd taken it as a blessing that we no longer had to deal with his ignorant and traitorous declarations. However, now I find myself face to face with his fiancée, who isn't just ignorant, but a liar.
Oh no.
Oh, he knew.
Yup.
Oh, we went way down. You've just gained some peril. No, don't go away. While perilous decisions can often get you what you want, if your peril bar fills up, it means something unfortunate will happen to you. Be careful with how much you take on. Uh-oh. Wow, that's not good. The crowd no longer making a secret of observing your conversation. They're gawking.
Why invite Armand if you dislike him so? I don't need your pamphlets to know that you're being a presumptuous bore.
Oh, I don't know now.
I say we take on the peril.
You think so?
Yeah. Your collective intake of breath from the gawking crowd. Maximin seems on the verge of a retort, but he stutters for a moment instead.
We got him.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Okay. And I think we only got like one more peril or something like that.
The Baron takes a breath to recompose himself and snort devilishly. Well, actually, if you take... Oh, I think that's you.
Well, actually, if you'd taken the time to read any of the materials I just gave you, then you'd know that calls for civility are the enemy of progress. He takes a step towards you, and you can see that his eyes are filled with hate. Now still your childish tongue. The adults are talking.
Ooh.
Oh.
Your cowardly fiance. No, that's you, right?
Yeah. Your cowardly fiancé could have spent his time doing something useful, like echoing the views of his betters. Instead, he chose to waste our time with calls to consider traitorous alternative actions. We don't need to tolerate this kind of intellectual or moral threat. Both of you should do the right thing and skulk back to wherever you came from in silence. Maximum's voice drops low to a growl, barely above a whisper. Before you speak, I already know what you're thinking. That somehow you don't deserve this. You are wrong. Our associations reflect our character, and you have chosen to associate yourself with a dangerous boor who drags at the heels of true progress in France. I can only assume that you are a craven opportunist who thought that marrying into a title would provide an easy path above her peers, that your life would be easy if you just found the right person to latch onto.
He's not wrong.
Like a barnacle or a leech. You are a fool for believing that, and he is a fool for loving you. Oh. Titles don't elevate us above consequences. Now leave my house and never return. Oh.
What a night. Before you can reply, a valet grabs you roughly by the arm and drags you from the study. People like your loathsome host don't need to do their own dirty work. They have servants for it. It takes far longer than you'd like to get outside, as the entryway is crowded with guests preparing to leave. You can feel their eyes weighing heavily on you. When you finally get to the door, you feel a brush shove, and you feel a Brutus shove, and you stumble out into the courtyard, barely keeping your balance in your heels. The area is equally crowded with various persons entering the personal carriages. You can hear somebody snicker, but you have no idea who it was. The only thing left to do is go home. This has been a night. I'll just leave. That's some big talk about titles from a man who can't even do his own dirty work.
I'm feeling that one.
Yeah, I'm feeling that one too. Boiling over with anger, you turn and rain insults upon the house. In fact, you consider throwing your shoe through one of the windows before you remember how much you like that one. It's then that you notice that several of the carriages have stopped just to watch your display. Scanning the faces of your new audience, you see the glaring, unamused faces of the various party guests. You're certain that your hatred for Maximin, the revolution, and everything else he stands for is going to be well known throughout the city soon enough. You have lost favor with members of the revolution. You have gained favors with members of the crown. You'll meet with these people later. You grace the voyeurs with a haughty sneer before leaving towards your own carriage. However, when you arrive at the place where where your carriage is parked, you quickly find out that it isn't. It's gone. You check to make sure that you're in the right place, but to no avail. The carriage you hired is simply not there.
Wow. He went home, a passing coachman says, helpfully, while adjusting the harness on a particularly grumpy horse. Doorman came out about an hour ago and told him that you wanted the coach to leave without you. Seemed real important, so he went home.
Before you can even respond, he gets his carriage moving, leaving you alone. Leaving you with yet another indignity. Going back to Maximin is obviously unacceptable. It's too far to walk home, and most of the other guests have already left.